This is Brother Hatim, and I am coming to you live on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Well, actually, it's not live. I'm experimenting with some new technology that I have. I upgraded my phone, and I'm trying to integrate my phone into my radio shows like I've been doing, but I want to try it in a different way. But this is the story of the day, and I call this one of my mind stoppers. I'm going to use this motif in different ways, but I'm going to just use it like this, so bear with me as I tell the story. We have a 65-year-old man, and he's sitting in a bar with his friends. He's sitting with his friends talking about this young girl that he, quote unquote, knocked off earlier in the day. He hooked up with her. She was 20 years old, and they had sex. And of course, this old man, he didn't use any protection. It just so happened that another woman walks into the bar, and she's 40 years old. And this old man shoots game at this 40-year-old woman and end up sleeping with her that night. So he slept with a 20-year-old earlier in the day, took some Viagra, and slept with the 40-year-old on that day, of course not using any protection, and he goes home. So 7 months down the line, he gets a call from the 40-year-old who says that she's pregnant and she's going to keep the baby regardless of what he thinks. Maybe 5 days later, he get a call from the younger girl talking about she was 7 months pregnant and she was going to keep the baby. What he does is he decides that, he been a player his whole life, so he decides he's going to settle down. So he don't want to settle down with a 20-year-old because that's going to be too much like raising a daughter. Then he should have slept with her in the first place, right? But anyway, he decides he's going to settle down with the 40-year-old. So he hooks up with the 40-year-old, and he explained his situation. At the same time she's pregnant, there's another girl pregnant. The 40-year-old woman is cool with that, and she's willing to work it out. So what he does is he arranged for both of them to meet because he wants his children to be able to play together without any issues, without any craziness. So the young girl comes over, and lo and behold, the young girl is the daughter of the 40-year-old woman. Now, that's not the brain stopper, because I'm going to bring the brain stopper on to you. Now, so it so happens that after he make it through this rough shot right here, this rough spot, the women had the babies. He's still hooked up with the 40-year-old. He solved the issue, and because he didn't know, they didn't know. It just happened. So they work it out. Well, farther on down the line, he finds out that he went to high school with the 40-year-old's mother. And she just happened to be his girlfriend in high school. And right when he left high school, he went straight to the military. So him and her hooked up right before he left. He lost all contact with her because he stayed in the military for 10 years. She didn't contact him or anything, but he found out that she had a daughter. And guess what? The daughter was the 40-year-old woman that he's got pregnant, or that he just had a child by. Now, here's the mind stopper. We know the relationship of the man and all the women, but this is my question to you. What is the relationship between the two children? How are they related? Think about it. This is called a mind stopper. If you come up with an answer or idea, hit me up and let me know. All right, this is Brother Hatim, and this is Folk Tales for Grown Folks.